Good afternoon, everyone. Great to have your company on 𝐾𝐿 TV. This is Sage, and you're watching the Penny Picks, a specially curated show that brings to you buzzing penny stocks under the spotlight. And well, in today's show, we're going to be looking at some of the ASX listed penny stocks that have racked up over 700% gains in the last 1 year. But before that, we'll look at why the penny stocks are making a buzz in the equity market amid the market volatility. Then for the rest of the show, we'll zoom our lens on the prominent penny stocks under the spotlight. The equity market is known for its volatile nature and the risk involved, and some stocks trading on the share market are more volatile than others, like penny stocks. But this volatility makes them attractive among investors as they hold the potential to cause a frenzy in the equity markets with their sudden share price spikes. The significant price fluctuations associated with penny stocks can turn a small investment into a fortune within hours or even minutes. While penny stocks could generate quick stock market gains in a relatively small period, experts advise to maintain caution while investing in such stocks, since most have nearly non-existent businesses. And meanwhile, some of these stocks are illiquid and investors may find it challenging to sell their holdings when needed. But if picked with careful diligence, penny shares hold their capability to turn into multi-baggers in a very short span of time. In our next segment, let's have a look at a few ASX-listed penny stocks whose share prices have increased by more than 7 times in 1 year. And let's begin with the first penny stock under the spotlight, Aquis Entertainment. It is engaged in the development and operation of integrated resort projects that concentrate a wide range of tourism-oriented attractions into single large-scale facilities. The company's share price was rallied by about 1,900% over the past year. And Aquis Entertainment was able to deliver strong business revenues and positive net operating cash flow during the June quarter despite COVID-driven challenges. And these challenges comprised operational restrictions with respect to venue capacity and operations, as well as reductions to visitation due to travel restrictions, particularly in New South Wales and Victoria. Next on the list is Venturex Resources, a fast-moving base metal mining company focused on the development of its flagship copper-zinc Sulphur Springs project in Western Australia. And the company's stock has surged by more than 1,200% in the last year. The company has recently commenced a $10 million Australian dollar drilling program to de-risk and grow its Sulphur Springs copper-zinc project. The aim of the infill drilling is to upgrade the majority of the inferred resource to the indicated category and extend known mineralisation in preparation for project funding. This will significantly de-risk the project, allowing Venturex to advance funding options. Let's move on now to the next stock grabbing attention in the penny space, Piedmont Lithium. It is developing a world-class integrated lithium business in the United States, enabling the transition to a net zero world and the creation of a clean energy economy in America. The shares of the company have produced an attractive return of 744% over the last year, and Piedmont Lithium focuses on the development of its completely owned Piedmont Lithium project in North Carolina, the United States. The lithium miner recently completed a scoping study which confirmed that its Carolina lithium project would be among the world's biggest and lowest cost producers of lithium hydroxide. And viewers, now before we look at more penny stocks under the investors' radar, it's time for a short break, but please stay tuned as we'll be right back after this.
Has your week hit you for 6? Barely had time to breathe, let alone throw a flick past? Well, don't worry, 𝐾𝐿 has all your sporting action covered. Each episode, I'll bring you the biggest sports news of the week. Exclusive interviews with athletes, sports commentators and journalists. Plus, we'll also look at the finances off the field from new broadcast deals, sports commercial partnerships and more with sports business. So for a sports show that tackles all the big issues, ball and all, join me, James Preston, for Game On every Friday, exclusive to 𝐾𝐿 TV.
Welcome back, viewers. Sage here. You're watching 𝐾𝐿 TV live from Sydney. Let's glance through more penny stocks that have delivered an exciting return of over 700% in the last 1 year. So the next penny stock worth paying attention to is Doremus. It is a British oil and gas firm focusing on the Weald Basin in southern England. The company holds interests in the Horse Hill licence and the Isle of Wight, along with farm-in interests in the northern Canning Basin in Western Australia. Its stock has gained as much as 733% in the past year. The company is actively progressing its operations in Horse Hill. The company expects that the HH-3 Portland and HH-4 Kimmeridge infill wells will be planned in detail and drilled at Horse Hill. An energy efficiency study on HH has already been completed by the operator, which has been factored into the future field development plans of Horse Hill. And meanwhile, Doremus is making efforts to manage and reduce operational costs. And the last penny stock under discussion today is OneView Healthcare. This company provides digital tools for patients, families and caregivers to improve the care experience, and the shares of the company have climbed as much as 700% over the last year. The company registered around 2 million Australian dollars in net operating cash outflows in the second quarter of 2021. It represents a 42% increase on the previous corresponding period, and the net operating cash outflows included 3.18 million Australian dollars in receipts from customers, marking a 56% increase on the corresponding period of last year. And the OneView Healthcare also entered a 5-year agreement with Northern Health in June in Melbourne's strong-growing Northern Growth Corridor as its initial Cloud Start client in Australia. And thank you for joining us on that. That's all for the penny stocks today. That delivered a return of more than 700% in the past year that we wanted to discuss in the show. We'll be back tomorrow with our Penny Picks show to share more interesting stocks with you. But till then, stay tuned with 𝐾𝐿 TV for more stock, business and economy-related hot trends. This is Sage signing off.